Before this moment, for nearly 3 billion years, legs or shells. Life had remained mostly micropic and simple. Within roughly 20 million years, nearly every major animal body plan appeared. Rising oxygen levels and intense competition are among the leading hypotheses. 2 fossil sites, half a world apart, preserve this vanished world in extraordinary detail. The Burgess Shale in Canada and the Chengjiang fossils in China. Occasional underwater mudslides swept living communities into deeper, oxygen-poor water, burying them instantly, were preserved as detailed fossils of years later. Mudslides buried them instantly. Soft bodies and delicate limbs were preserved.
Anomalocaris was the largest predator of its time, reaching lengths of up to a meter, while a circular mouth lined with plate crushed the shells of trilobites and other hard-bodied animals.
Fossilized eyes of Anomalocaris reveal thousands of individual lenses, among the most advanced visual systems of their time, prodder with remarkable precision. Opabinia was one of the strangest animals discovered. It had a proboscis ending in a claw, which it used to grasp small prey and deliver it to its mouth. Hallucigenia walked on clawed, stilt-like legs, its back lined with rigid spines. Scientists once reconstructed it upside down before fossil analysis corrected it. Wiwaxia moved slowly across the seafloor, its body covered in overlapping protectiles and 2 rows of long defensive spines. It likely grazed on microbial mats and algae. Hycoithus was tiny, but it carried a notochord, a flexible rod of cartilage along its back, marking it an early relative of all vertebrates. Pikaia, a slender ribbon-shaped swimmer, also had a notochord and segmented muscles, representing the lineage that would lead to every backboned animal. Marella, the lace crab, was the most abundant animal at the Burgess Shale. Its delicate spined exoskeleton is found in enormous numbers of fossils. Leanchoilia carried long, whip-like great appendages. They were likely used to sense and capture prey in the sediment. This was an early experiment among arthropod ancestors. As Anomalocaris grew larger, prey animals evolved new defenses. Hardened shells, sharp spines, and burrowing became common strategies. Fossilized trilobite shells bearing healed bite marks revealed direct evidence of these ancient attacks, some shells regrowing around the wound. Smaller animals like Wiwaxia and Hallucigenia relied on rigid spines rather than speed. This made them a costly, dangerous meal for predators. One of the era's great innovations was the eye. Complex, image-forming eyes appeared rapidly, turning the ocean into a place where seeing meant survival. Many animals began forming hardened shells and plates from calcium carbonate. This was one of the first widespread uses of biomineralization in animal life. Burrowing became widespread for the first time as animals dug into the seafloor, mixing oxygen and nutrients into ancient, undisturbed sediment. Jointed limbs, like those of Marella and Leanchoilia, gave far greater control of movement, a trait that would come to define the arthropods. Rising oxygen levels in the oceans allowed animals to grow larger, move faster, and sustain the demands of active hunting. Shifting tectonic plates reshaped the ocean floor, creating vast, sunlit continental shelves. These were ideal habitats for new life to spread and diversify. Storms and shifting currents stirred up nutrients on the shallow seafloor, and many scientists believe this instability pushed animals to evolve faster. In 1909, Charles Walcott discovered the Burgess Shale in the Canadian Rockies, revealing an astonishing diversity of soft-bodied Cambrian animals. In 1984, an even richer deposit was found in Chengjiang, China, revealing early vertebrate relatives such as Hycoithus. Modern imaging, including electron microscopy and X-ray scanning, now reveals internal structures like guts, muscles, and ancient nervous systems. The Cambrian Explosion was the moment life became complex and interconnected. Nearly every major animal group alive today traces its origin here, from the notochord of Pikaia To the eyes of Anomalocaris, these ancient innovations laid the foundation for all animal diversity that followed. The fossils of the Burgess Shale and Chengjiang remind us that complex life began not with one single event, but an explosion of possibility.